Hi everyone. Let us see about Norton's theorem. And this Norton's theorem is an extension of the Thevenin's theorem. And this theorem is proposed by E.L. Norton in the year of 1926. And this Norton's theorem is an analytical method, and it is used to change the complicated or complex network into a simple network. And that simple network is having only one current source parallel with one resistance. So the statement of the Norton's theorem: any linear circuit, that is, this theorem is only applicable for linear circuit. So that linear circuit is containing several number of energy sources like current source or voltage sources, and also it is having more number of resistances, means that complicated network can be replaced by a single constant current source parallel with one a single resistor. That is called as the Norton's equivalent circuit. For example, consider this is one network. It is having two voltage sources and three resistances. So this is the complex network. This complex network is simplified into a simple equivalent circuit. That is, the circuit is having only one current source parallel with one resistance. So this is called as the Norton's equivalent circuit. And after getting the Norton's equivalent circuit, at the end of the Norton's equivalent circuit, the load resistance may be connected and the current flowing through the load resistance can be calculated. So the complex network is once converted into a simple network. It is called as the Norton's equivalent circuit, having the current source parallel with one resistance, and at the end of that equivalent circuit we can connect any value of load resistance and we can identify the current flowing through the load resistance. So now let us see what are the steps we want to follow at the time of reducing the circuit using the Norton's theorem. So in the first step, in the circuit where we want to find the current, that is called as the load resistor, that should be removed initially, and find the value of RTH by shorting the voltage sources. If the circuit is having current sources, we want to open circuit the particular current source. So after our shorting and opening the current source and voltage sources, we want to find the value of RTH, that is called as the Thevenin's equivalent resistance, and we want to find the short circuit current. For that, the load terminal that should be short circuited, then we want to find the short circuit current. So after getting the value of RTH and ISC, just draw the Norton's equivalent circuit, that is the current source parallel with one resistance, by using the value obtained in the second and third step. And after that, after getting Norton's equivalent circuit, just connect the load resistance at the end of the Norton's equivalent circuit. Now find the value of current flowing through the load resistor. So these are all the 6 steps needed to find or to analyze a circuit and find the value of load current. Then now we are going to compare the Thevenin's theorem and Norton's theorem. So already I have explained about the Thevenin's theorem, one of my video. I have given link for that video in the description. And now just see the comparison between the Thevenin's theorem and the Norton's theorem. So the Norton's theorem uses a current source, but the Thevenin's theorem uses a voltage source. So we know that Thevenin's theorem is that Thevenin's equivalent circuit is having the voltage source series with the resistance, but the Norton's equivalent circuit is having the current source parallel with the resistance. So the Thevenin's theorem uses a resistor in series. Already said that is the voltage source, and the Norton's theorem is the current source, so the resistor that should be connected in the parallel with the source. Norton's theorem is actually a derivation of the Thevenin's theorem. That is, from the Thevenin's theorem, if we convert the voltage source into the current source, means that corresponding network is called the Norton's equivalent circuit. That is, the Thevenin's equivalent circuit is the voltage source. If we replace the voltage source into the current source, means that the current source with the parallel resistance is called as the Norton's equivalent circuit. So the Norton's equivalent circuit is normally obtained from the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. That's why the Norton's theorem is actually a derivation of the Thevenin's theorem. And the Norton's resistance and Thevenin's resistance both are same in magnitude. So already said that the Thevenin's equivalent circuit voltage source is having one series resistance, that magnitude, and also Norton's equivalent circuit is having one parallel resistance. Both the resistance are having the same magnitude, and the Norton's equivalent circuit and Thevenin's equivalent circuit can be easily interchanged. Already said that if Norton's equivalent circuit is the current source, we can replace the current source into voltage source, that is called Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Otherwise, the Thevenin's equivalent circuit is the voltage source. We can convert that Thevenin's equivalent circuit, that is the voltage source, into a current source, means the corresponding current source network is called as the Norton's equivalent circuit. And from the value obtained, that is by using the Thevenin's theorem, we can get the VTH and RTH value. So from that we can get ISC value. That is, Just we are relating Thevenin's theorem and Norton's theorem, and we can get the values of RTH, ISC or VTH. Suppose I am using the Thevenin's theorem, means I can identify the VTH and RTH value. So by using these known values, that is VTH and RTH known values, we can get the short circuit current in the Thevenin's or in the Norton's equivalent circuit. Otherwise, by getting the value of ISC and RTH with the help of Norton's equivalent circuit, just substitute the value of RTH and ISC, just get the VTH, that is called as the Thevenin's equivalent voltage. And see, this is the comparison between Thevenin's equivalent circuit and the Norton's equivalent circuit. Already said that Thevenin's equivalent circuit is a voltage source. It is having the voltage VTH, the series with one resistance. But the Norton's equivalent circuit is nothing but it's a current source. This is having the current value and the parallel resistance. So we can replace the current source into this voltage source. Otherwise, voltage is into current source. So the Thevenin's theorem and Norton's theorem are dual to each other. We can replace one circuit into another circuit. Okay, thank you for watching. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe our channel Triple Encyclopedia, and share all basic concepts of this channel to your friends also.